Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamualaikum. This lecture is from 9 Chemistry Chapter 4 Periodicity of Elements. In this lecture we will study about the types of elements that are present in the periodic table. Basically there are 3 types of elements that are present in the periodic table, that are metals, non-metals and metalloids. First we will see the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So basically metals are electropositive and they form cations, while non-metals are electronegative and they form anions. What it means? It means that whenever any neutral atom, what is a neutral atom? Any atom that has same number of electron and proton is called as a neutral atom. So whenever any neutral atom loses electron, it forms a cation that is called as a positive ion. Upon losing of electron, it is called as a electropositive element, or it forms a ion that is called as a positive ion. Why it is called as positive ion or cation? Because after the losing of electron, the number of proton increases than to the electron. So it means that number of positive charge increases than to the electron. So that's why upon losing of electron, any element or any metal element gains a positive charge. That's why it is called as electropositive. On the other hand, if you will see non-metals, so non-metals always gain electrons and form a anion. Anion is basically a negative ion. Why it is called as negative ion? Because whenever any atom gain electrons, it means that number of electrons are increasing, number of negative charges are increasing than to the number of positive charge. So that's why that atom carries a negative charge, and that is called as anion. So upon gaining of electrons, any element become electronegative and it is a non-metal. Metals form basic oxides while non-metals form acidic oxides. What are oxides? Binary compounds of oxygens are called as oxide. It means that whenever oxygen combined with any other element, so it form a binary compound. It can either be combined with the metal or form a metal oxide, or it can be combined with non-metal or form a non-metal oxide. So what it means, basic oxide and acidic oxide? Whenever any metal oxide, you can see over here, that is a calcium oxide, zinc oxide, barium oxide. Whenever any metal oxide is dissolved in water, so it forms base. Like calcium oxide dissolved in water, so it forms a base, that is calcium hydroxide. Likewise zinc oxide, whenever dissolved in water, it forms zinc hydroxide. Barium oxide, whenever dissolved in water, it forms barium hydroxide, which these all are bases. So whenever any metal oxide dissolve in water, it form base. That's why they form basic oxides. On the other hand, non-metals, non-metal oxides like carbon dioxide dissolve in water, it form carbonic acid. Sulfur dioxide dissolve in water, it forms sulfurous acid. Nitric oxide dissolve in water and it forms a nitric acid. These all are acidic oxides. Whenever any non-metal dissolve in non-metal oxide dissolve in water, so they form acidic oxides. Now we will see some physical properties of metals and non-metals. Basically metals are good conductor of heat and electricity, and non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. It means that metals can pass heat and electricity. Flow of electricity and heat is possible from metals. On the other hand, flow of heat and electricity is not possible from any non-metal. Usually metals are lustrous, means chamakdar, and non-metals are dull. What does it mean dull? मतलब कि चमकदार नहीं होते. Except a diamond, that is a form of carbon, it is not dull, but it is a non-metal. Metals metals are malleable and ductile while non-metals are neither malleable nor ductile. What does it mean malleable and ductile? कोई भी एलिमेंट जिससे शीट बनाई जा सके वो कहलाता है malleable, और अगर उससे वायर बनाई जा सकें तो वो क्या कहलाता है ductile. So metals can be formed into the sheets and into the wire. That's why metals are malleable and ductile, while non-metals cannot be formed into sheets or into the wires. Usually metals are solid, but there is an exception of two elements. The first one is the mercury, whose symbol is Hg, and the other is gallium, that is Ge. So basically Ga. So basically gallium and mercury, they both are liquids at room temperature, but they are metals. On the other hand, usually non-metals are gases, but there are some elements that are even found in liquid solid state as well. In periodic table, majority of the elements are metal, while very few of the elements are non-metal. Only 17 known elements are there which are called as non-metals. Majority of the elements are metals that belong to group 1a, 2a, all transition elements, and few of the elements of group 3, 4, 5 and 6 are also metals. While non-metals, as they are only 17, so they belong to group 3a, 4a, 5a, 6a, 7a and 8a. The third category of the elements in the periodic table are the metalloids. You can see over here, very less metalloids are known. Only 8 metalloids are there in the periodic table that are present in different groups. So what are metalloids? Metalloids are those elements which shows the properties of both, that is metals and non-metals. यानी कि ये कभी कभी मेटल्स की तरह बिहेव करते हैं और कभी नॉन मेटल्स की तरह बिहेव करते हैं. And they even form amphoteric oxides. What are amphoteric oxides? Amphoteric oxides are those oxides that can behave as acidic oxide as well as basic oxide, and they always form salt and water. So these are called as the amphoteric oxide. So the metalloid oxides are always amphoteric. There are some name of the elements which are considered to be as metalloids. In group 3a, boron is considered as metalloid, while in 4a, silicon, germanium, 5a, arsenic, antimony, 6a, tellurium, polonium and 7a, astatine. These all are 8 elements which are considered as a metalloids. So these were the 3 types of element that are present in the periodic table. Jazakallah.